Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Kamikaze and Phoenix Marie, and we are bringing you Let's Talk. So today on the show, we're just doing trendy topics in the
Just
like with celebs, just
yeah, we're just getting in
trendy
there.
topics. Okay, so jumping right into it, the quote of the day. So we have when the past bites the dust. When the past bites the dust. So my interpretation of when the past bites the dust would be, I would think that term is saying basically like the person past has caught up with them. Like the past, either, I mean, I guess it can be either way. So the past caught up with them, or they surpassed their past. Like the past literally bites the dust. It's in the wind. It's,
I like that.
It's like back there.
Eat my shorts.
Right.
Eat my shorts.
Right.
Okay.
Like it ain't a factor anymore.
I would say that quote for me is, it's kind of like stay the course. Because like you said, the past you'll surpass that. So stay the course, stay consistent, and keep pushing. Because no matter what, the past is the past. So
Right. Okay. I
like
got that.
that.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So jumping right into our topics. So I wanted to talk about, in which we all know and we heard of, Durkio. Durk, okay?
Yeah.
Now, Durk, as we know him as, he's the drill sergeant. He's in the public eye quite often. Just a little bit about Durk. So Durk just had a recent birthday, October the 19th. So
Happy
he just,
belated.
Yes, happy belated birthday. He just turned 32. He did have a sibling, half brother D Thing, who was murdered through retaliation. He does have 10 kids.
Oh, I didn't know he had 10 kids.
He has 10 kids.
Okay.
So it's 5 boys and 5 girls.
Aw.
How convenient. Okay. And as far as as him and his accolades, so he just recently achieved the key to the city. So the mayor of Broadview is who gave him the key to the city. The mayor of Broadview gave him the key to the city, and he already had a key to the city for the state of Chicago.
Okay.
Or the city of Chicago. I'm sorry, the city of Chicago. Now, he got the key to the city on October the 18th. So birthday was the 19th. So first he got the key.
And that concert did look lit. The concert looked lit.
So he got the key, and then he had a birthday, turned 32, and then after that, 5 OT members were arrested the very next day.
How?
5
crazy.
members from his group, his clique, his gang, they were arrested and taken in, booked under federal charges for conspiracy to commit murder for hire. Now, when he got word of them being arrested, they picked them up on a Thursday night. Well, they picked them up on a Tuesday, and then Durk was already in Florida. So Durk,
He should have just took a boat.
Not a boat. Okay, so what Durk do on Thursday night is he bought 3 tickets. He bought 3 tickets on Thursday night, and they were all booked after the boys were arrested in Chicago on federal charges. So the tickets that he bought, well, he was called at the Miami airport. So they caught him at the airport, girl, like literally, he in there checking in
In the clear.
and like he in there checking in, and it was the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol or Border Protection is who alerted the feds that he was there trying to flee. He had a ticket to go to Dubai, so he was first gonna go to Dubai, but they said he also had a. He was first going to Italy. So he was going to go to Italy. He had a private plane waiting for him in Italy to take him right to Dubai.
Oh,
so,
wow.
like,
it was a plan.
Like,
Okay,
he
so get up out of here.
He thought this through, and he was not going down for whatever y'all got going on, period. So, of course, all of it was bombarded when he was arrested Thursday night and booked in Florida. So that is where he's currently at right now. And after his arrest, you know, and he was arrested for the murder of, so, you know, he had the friend King Von. King Von had their fight in 21, got killed during the fight with Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo was riding around. They got the drop on where Quando was staying a year later after the murder. After the murder. Because they had the fight in 22, I think, and then they killed the cousin in 21.
Yeah,
and that's
of Quando Rondo.
Right.
Okay,
Quando,
okay.
his cousin, Lil Pub or Lil Pab or whatever. So they killed him, but of course, Quando was the target. So killed him, and there was a lot of trolling because the noise that he made, like he was like, "Oh no!" Quando,
he was screaming. Yeah,
had that noise on his track.
Who did?
So it was trolling him a little bit, but I mean, yeah. So it was trolling him just a bit or whatnot. But outside of that, Quando Rondo actually just recently released a statement on his Instagram saying, "We didn't get into this music industry to make it just to stay caught up in this street shit. We all have families and communities counting on us. It's time to leave all that behind. We've already lost so much, and it's heavy on my heart to forgive anyone I had issues with in the past. It's all love from me, praying for everyone. Life goes on."
Damn, that's real.
This is after they said that Durk is facing either the death penalty or life in prison. And we really don't want that shit to happen to no damn Durk. Like, I mean, of course y'all had y'all street gangs and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he signed to, I think it was when he signed to Atlanta Records. I think it was Atlanta or Alamo Records. This when he really just kind of took off with his, you know what I'm saying, with his music. But the mayor of Broadview, she went on to say that she is going to she revoked the key. So she revoked the key on the Friday. This Friday that just passed. So he got arrested Thursday night. She took the key back Friday morning.
Oh, damn.
Didn't give.
So do he get to keep the plaque and he just don't get the access anymore? Because I'm not giving back my plaque.
I think. Man, you don't even have the key no more. So I mean, I think the key is on the plaque, ain't it? But I mean, if it's not, then I mean, but the mayor of Chicago stated, "Look." Okay, hold on, y'all. Right, bro. So the mayor of Chicago said, "Look, I don't know all the circumstances and details around these accusations. What I do know is that Lil Durk, his mission is to build financial literacy for children across the city and making other critical investments for the children of the city, and that's where his heart has always been. There's no secret to the trauma that he grew up in and how he's worked to turn that trauma into opportunities for other people." And that was his statement. Like, I don't know what's going on with.
That's a good stance. For him, that was a good move.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
When that lady did what she did, they like, where the money at? Well, give us back the money.
Cause you showed to, I mean, and she did. They cut partnership with his Neighborhood for Heroes organization. I think it was Neighborhood for Heroes, but they cut partnership with that as well. So right now, we're just gonna keep Durk in our prayers because he could definitely use them. I mean, even his, I guess, ops is still praying for him because this ain't what we want. Like, we don't want this type of outcome for nobody. And you just turned 32. You have 10 children. This is a broken home for 10 kids. No matter how much money you had put up or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? They don't have daddy. You know what I'm saying? Well, hell, they ain't had daddy in the motherfucking house anyway. But still, I mean... But still, you know what I'm saying? But still, you know, it's like they can't even see that. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to a whole jail or something.
That's funny.
I mean, Durk, we're going to have you in our prayers.
Well,
fuck with you, Durk.
Well, and then also Durk is about to drop a new album. What day does the album come out on?
No, so he just recently released Deep Thoughts. Deep Thoughts was released on the 22nd. So that was released actually right after he got the key to the city.
Oh.
And then his birthday was the 19th, and then he released his album on the 22nd, and then got arrested the 25th.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna move on to something a little lighter, where, you know, Durk has a feature from our next hot topic, which is Future. So that is on the last album, and what we want to talk about with Future is his future, his past and his present. Like, he has been super consistent over the last couple of years. And I think the first time I heard of him was Tony Montana. So that's at least
Okay.
14, 15 years ago. And I'm like, over that time, Future has put out 30 projects. He's put out 9 studio albums. He's been on everybody's song. And what I want to recognize about that is like the amount of energy it takes to keep packaging up the same thing over and over. Like, that there alone should be studied. So for me, it's kind of like, why isn't he on more people's top 5? Like, would you consider him top 5? Is he in your top 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Future though. I like Future. I mean, there is some songs that just leave me like, what?
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
y'all. And that's what I want to get to,
okay.
Charles. Is he on your top 5? Is Future in your top 5?
Hell yeah.
Okay. But it's like he doesn't get the recognition as much. And I think it's because he is kind of like a little homie to a lot of people, but he's really like a big dog, like in the industry. Like, he's a big dog, but everybody saw him come up.
Yeah.
You know, so they already had their favorite rapper and favorite person. Then, like you said, for females, for us, it's like, we love his music, but
We love him, the music.
it can be a
all of
little
it.
diabolical sometimes. Like, I'm not going to say disrespectful,
Yeah.
but diabolical. Yeah, so you don't really hear too many females like, Future my favorite rapper, but low key, like,
No, you don't. I do not. But I hear a lot
No.
of young kids, like a lot of
Maybe.
young boys. Like my cousin who was 17,
he
he loves that Future, and I'm like, what do you like about him? And he was like, cause he always got that good flow, and I'm like, well, he do have a good flow.
He do.
Mhm.
And that's the consistency I like, because
Yeah.
sometimes that shit get old, but Future can put out the same type of music, same type of flow, and that shit sells every single time.
Every time.
And to top it off, my guy Ben Fly, he's unproblematic to me. Like, we're not talking about like his personal life and the baby mama's, like, other, like, him as an artist, he's consistent, he is unproblematic, he goes to the studio, do what needs to be done, and put the music out.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. So what I noticed with this last album is that it's actually like kind of brilliant. Like
I haven't even listened to
You
it,
haven't listened to it all the
to
way?
be completely honest. I haven't.
there is a lot of songs. Like, I didn't know we were still doing that, but a lot of people are still dropping albums right now with a lot of songs on it. Him, Chris
That girl
Brown.
said, I know we were still doing.
It's cool though. It's cool.
Bitch, I'm tired of listening. Huh?
But I like
so
the
how many songs
album.
on the album?
I think 30, 21, 21, I think. It's
How
21.
many?
I think it's 21.
Now I'm with you. We still doing that?
Right. People are dropping music with a lot of songs on there. There are
21 songs.
Okay, I lied. There's 18.
Not far off, but 18 is a typical number. Though.
Yeah, so
Okay.
18 is still a decent number then, but then right before that he dropped the We Don't Trust You. So he's dropping music like
He's been in the
that's
lab.
all he's done. So that there alone, kudos to Future. If you are an artist getting in the game, I definitely think you should take a page out of him being disciplined enough to do that, because that's a lot of work. And for me, what I noticed too, and this album and the last album, he's slowly transitioning his flow, which is cool.
Okay.
Like, I was surprised when I heard the song with him and Rick Ross on the We Don't Trust You. It actually, I was like, look at him put a little substance in it. Like, not substance, but like substance.
Because you know that's what he rapping about.
Right.
That's
And
what he
so
rapping about.
I really appreciate that. And so then I caught a few little songs, like his typical love songs, and because he makes love songs, okay? But yeah, so
And they different type of love songs.
Right.
Like you gotta really, you
Yeah,
gotta
you gotta
really
really-
listen.
you got
The hell is going on here? Okay. Sorry,
but that's pretty much all I have for Future and Hot Topic is the consistency and how we can take a page out of that book.
Moving right along. So y'all, I know y'all probably don't really focus too much on her or know too much of her, but Shawnee O'Neal. The former. Okay, the former, Shawnee O'Neal. Now, Shawnee used to be married to Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, your boy, for 7 years. 7 years. To that big bear. 7 years. So 7 years married to Shaq. They share 4 children together. And he also has a stepson from a previous marriage with her. So 4 children. Now she is the president. I wouldn't say president, I guess. So she is the director of Basketball Wives.
That's it.
I think it's in Miami. Based in Miami or Atlanta?
I don't know, actually. It might be LA.
It might be LA.
I think it's LA.
Okay, so based in LA, that show's been running for quite some time now. But she, of course, we know, divorced from Shaq. And now she is she just got engaged in 2021 to Pastor Keon Henderson. Okay? So she's the first lady. Go ahead, Shawnee. Okay, so after which they did get married. I don't know when, though. I take that back because they just got engaged in 21. I don't know anything about anything saying marriage.
Oh.
So they're still engaged, I guess. We're going to take it there. She hasn't changed her last name either. So, anywho. So, y'all, they attended an event. So the pastor and Shawnee, they have a different way of communicating to their audience. So they were hosting an event, and they walked out to, they crip walked out to They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. Okay. Okay. So they crip walked out to They Not Like Us, y'all. The pastor and the first lady.
And they are married.
Crip walks out to They Not Like Us. Now, in the video, he did kind of, when she started to kind of give that Crip walk, he kind of, he did walk past her like, all right, I'm gonna just keep going straight to the pew or to the mic, and she had the mic in her hand, but she walked out. She was trying
a Cali girl.
She was trying to Crip walk. Is she?
She is.
It makes sense. Because she definitely was trying to Crip walk. Okay.
That's funny.
So, a lot of people gave backlash behind that, and I had took some notes of some that had some hasty things to say. Some people were saying, you know, Shawnee, do your thing, live your life, you know what I'm saying, be who you want to be. If this is what you want to do it, you know. And some were saying it's not Christian-like. It's not Christian-like. So I highlighted one comment, y'all, and she said, only Christians gonna criticize and word curse because they fake. Christians always hate on folks based off rules they made up. David danced, but Christians too dumb to accept that. Dance, Shawnee, dance.
Well, dang, because a person is Christian, they can't make a comment on something?
So there's a lot of Christians, and they're saying this is unholy. You coming out to a song like this, in a moment like this, with lyrics like this.
Right. I don't think they're criticizing Shawnee, because what if I was a political person? What if I was in business and I did something that my business colleagues didn't like, or something my political friends didn't like? They're going to say something. So the congregation talked.
But I don't think it should be a factor where, oh, you're not Christian enough, or because I'm coming out to They Not Like Us. Maybe I want to just have a little fun.
Well, we know that. That was obvious.
But I don't think you should take her whole religion and hold it up on.
I agree.
In court.
But I'm not mad at them for saying nothing either.
No, I'm not.
With the territory.
No, I'm not. But I guess people were throwing tomatoes at it, because it's like, this ain't. First ladies don't do this.
Everybody knew the song. Tell me, what was the audience doing? Forget what they were doing. Tell me what the audience was doing.
Literally, word for word. They Not Like Us. Like, they were literally singing the song, They Not Like Us. So I'm kind of confused. Like, is it the Christians online? You feel like
obviously,
this? Because it's not the Christians that was there.
Okay.
But to me, to each his own.
Right.
Like, I don't have no say-so in it. I don't really have no judgment on it. It's just, okay, you came out crip walking. Cute. Moving right along.
Who child?
Right?
So, yeah. So, basically, we have a problem in our community where we are, well, not just not only the social media community, but we're talking about our community where we do put each other at this level or standard of this is how we feel and this is how we feel as a collective. And if you don't feel that way, then F you.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our next topic, which is struggle, relationship talk, and toxicity. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
It's often.
It's like I can't scroll YouTube or Instagram without seeing something about Cardi B, her and Offset,
Right.
her DDG, Anthony Edwards, Joey Chavez, who a hoe, who ain't a hoe.
Summer Walker.
Yeah, Passport Bros. I'm tired. I'm so tired of hearing this talk.
Like, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So my question is, like, this has been the topics of people, you know, just kind of giving their take on it. Okay, now we have to talk about Anthony Edwards and Joey as a whole, because Joey got her a couple of baby daddies and Anthony got him a couple of baby mamas. Do we see that as something different, or are they in the same group? Like,
I'm confused. So, I mean, because men have a lot of baby mamas, but I think
is that okay?
we're seeing, well, they're different
They don't
creatures,
care.
okay? Like, they're different type of creatures.
Charles is just big up in Future.
So, but with them, they're different type of creatures. For us, I would say we're held to different standards.
Okay.
So us having multiple baby daddies, yeah, the image don't look right because we're held to a different standard.
But what was we talking about the other day about Joey? Like, what did she say?
So she was saying,
Oh, she was
y'all
dating.
act like I just cherry picked my baby daddies. Like, I didn't cherry pick them. Like, we dated. It wasn't just, oh, I like him. Let's go for him and have a baby. Like, no.
Okay,
we
they
dated.
came for her.
Right. She
Okay.
said, I didn't choose none of them. We talked, we dated, and it went from there, and we had a baby, and that was that. But y'all act like I'm choosing who my baby daddies are on purpose, and y'all act like I'm asking for money. None of my baby daddies are on child support.
Oh, really?
None of them.
Okay, girl. Okay, they get the money up. Okay, they put the.
She said none are on child support. So that means
Okay.
Future, you ain't on child support for hers.
That mean there's. I don't doubt they're not being good fathers. I don't doubt none of those men aren't being.
We seen Future break her off that the paddock on last year.
Okay.
And then tagged her in the story. But spelled her name wrong. Yeah. Like that.
We're not.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, because
I'm sick of it.
I've been trying to figure out, because it's like people keep bringing her name up, and I'm like, okay, I guess maybe I don't know if I'm biased, but then when it's the Anthony Edwards and the 4 babies in 1 year, that's crazy. 4 babies in 1 year. He's in a relationship. I think that's the difference, is that he's
what did Cam Newton do? Was that 3 babies? 2 babies in 1 year? 3 babies in 1 year?
I forgot.
And 2 at the same time. Mm-hmm. Okay, 3 in 1 year and 2 at the same time.
I guess. But I feel like this
Anthony 4 in 1 year.
It's like it's becoming more of a double standard though. But every time I get on the internet, it's just like an overload of women ain't doing this right, and y'all never gonna be married, and then women is forget men. Women, you know, it's just a constant battle that I feel like there's no solution to it. Like, no, there is a solution, but the solution isn't being talked about. It's just like a battle of the back and forth. Would you agree you've seen that, or?
I would agree.
I'm tired.
And ain't one of Anthony Edwards' baby mama's little baby mama?
Mm-hmm. And she's older. She pulled a Drea.
Is she?
Yes.
How much older?
I think she's 36 or something. Like, he's
And
22. It's going down outside, to say the least.
Baby, everybody outside.
Which is
Hot
adding...
pussy.
Right, right. I don't think these people we're talking about in question have a problem with the shit, but everybody else has the problem, has the issue with it. So my problem, or what I'm tired of seeing, is the the pointing the finger. Like everybody's always pointing the finger.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, okay, we need to find a common ground. Like I don't want to see any more memes of what men or women don't do right, because there are people that's doing right by their situations. Like we can't take these isolated situations and generalize it as our collective thoughts, because that's not the case all the time. And they have rich problems. Like he's up. If that's what he want to do with his money.
And their problems be costly though, because like
It is
you
kinda
have
costly.
10 baby mama or 9 baby mamas and all these kids. That's money.
That's money.
That's money. And then you're not on child support for all 10. So you're dishing money.
Talking about Future.
Right. He's not on child support for all 10.
You know what? Somebody brought it to my attention that like maybe that's what keeps him going, which is weird.
Not being on child support?
No, or just having to shell out the money anyway, because you know what I mean? Like the
And he
kids
said,
always
I'm a
going to
trick.
need something.
He said, I know I'm a trick.
Trick daddy.
Look at you.
Trick daddy.
Trick or treat. I can't stand that.
But those are some of the things we've been experiencing in our community. And speaking of our community, that brings me to our next topic, which is Black Pharaoh. Let's talk about some of the things he's been enduring because he switched up.
Let's first talk about who he is.
Let's talk about who he is. Okay, so if you are in the conscious or woke community, then I'm sure you've heard of young Pharaoh. If you're not, he's pretty much this young cat, kind of give you 19 Keys vibe. And this is why his name is coming up, because you have all these other people coming up in our community who is dropping knowledge, dropping gems. So we had to go back and be like, what happened to young Pharaoh? Well, I'll tell you. So he kind of burst out on the scene from YouTube. He was telling Black people how to be empowered and how to be liberated from a system that is holding us back and holding us down. And he really stood on business about that. You know what I mean? Just in his community, telling everybody how he feels about the white man and F12 and Black people need to stick together and do this and do that. Well, the community stood by his side, donated it to his cause, watched him start doing big time interviews and to continue to grow. Like, we've rooted for him. Well,
He's young?
he's young. I think I don't know how old he is now, but he was pretty young when he hit the scene.
Okay.
So he seemed like a pretty strong-minded guy, brother that was, ready to push forward and be a leader in our community. However, once he started making money, once he started getting fame and clout, he flipped the script. And to do that in a community that looks at spirituality as a foundation, that was wrong. That was out of control. And that's why we have seen him fall from grace, if you will. Once he started getting the money, his whole rhetoric changed. It went from, I'm standing with my people, instead of, taking money from your brother and robbing your brother, give back to your community, and I'll protect my people at all costs till I'll call the police on y'all. I'm working for the CIA, and he's saying all these different things, and it's kind of like, okay,
He said that?
yes. So it's like you getting money now. Now you willingly you ready to be a lap dog.
Leave your whole community.
Yeah, left your community, got that money, moved into a nice house, money that people were putting on you. Got the money, you know what I mean? And just switched up his whole swag. Now everybody peasants. Now it's y'all niggas ain't got this and y'all niggas ain't got that. Like, traitor! Like, the fuck? Like, what's going on here? So, of course, nobody said much. Like, he was popular with the Dr. Umars and people that...
like him.
Yeah, so... It was a big slap in the face, considering like what this foundation of the woke and conscious community stand for. Like, it's bad enough people are trying to ring the alarm on what's going on within our community, for somebody within the community to go against that and pretty much act as he's an infiltrator. And so once he started losing some money and he completed an agenda that somebody set him out on, now is... They trying to keep a Black man down. Ain't nobody keep you down. Ain't nobody kept you down, brother. Like, you when it did what you did, and now you getting that ass spanked.
As
So,
you should.
I think it's important that we, just acknowledge that those type of things are happening in our community and what's going on with that. Because if you gonna stand on business about it, stand on business about it. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X died for what they stood on, so you basically could be bought. And yeah, we ain't with that.
And we hate that you stood for us and you
switched up.
Right, like you
sold out.
Stand firm for the community. Like, but I mean that dollar,
like it changed.
What it would change a nigga.
Woo.
And a bitch. All right. So, speaking of how money can change a nigga and a bitch. Okay. Did he? Did it? Did he? Did it? Did he? Did it?
Diddler? Did he do it?
Did he? Did he? Did it? Okay, y'all. So we know this has been circling everybody's phones, fingertips, everybody's internet, Google searches, everybody's conversations at the table. Let's talk. Okay, so with Diddy, y'all. Sean Diddy Combs has been a music mogul for some long time now. As we know, he's a groomer. He's great with grooming. We know he's tucked in Usher. He's tucked them into bed. He's tucked in Usher. He's tucked in Justin Bieber. And just recently, to our recent knowledge, tucked in old Tevin Campbell. And but we love all y'all, but y'all been tucked. And
allegedly.
Allegedly.
He ain't been convicted yet.
Allegedly. Yeah. Allegedly. Okay. Now, Diddy, he had that run-in with Cassie, and before it even got to go to court, he went ahead and dished out the money. So after doing so, he went to Miami with Stevie J. Stevie J. And y'all, Stevie J is, when I say he is vouching for his boy, baby, and if anybody don't know, he's an actual Bad Boy Records label artist still to this day. Okay, so he's still under their watch. I think Mace is too, ain't it, Mace?
I don't think so.
Or did he
resign?
I'm not sure. I think he
did
his catalog.
Something like that.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Because Mace did talk about it. He did cuss Diddy out about that shit.
Okay, yeah. And
Mace said that he had to go ahead and enact his religion clause, and that if anything that he's seen or dealt with was outside of the scope of his religion, he'd be released. And that's how he got out of that.
Wow, that's what's up.
We know that because he stated that on his
podcast.
It Is What It Is podcast.
Yeah, I love his show. Okay.
I'm a frequent watcher. You know what I'm saying? Like, the niggas go hard.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with them boys.
That's what's up. Okay, so knowing that I mean, as far as that just lets you know how much of a hold he can have on a nigga or a bitch. And then with the video with Cassie, that was just so disturbing. Like, that was just disturbing and sick in itself. But when moving from that, he is arrested. He was indicted. Now, his mom recently took to the internet to advise or give her a little 3 cents, in which she has the right to, and she stated that she feels like the medias are like, she feel like people are media lynchers. Mm-hmm. Like they're basically lynching her son in the media. Because she said they're hanging him out to dry. There's no one standing up for him. They let him do all this good in the community. Then when this one spat comes, but mama, this ain't one spat.
I was just gonna say, no, mama. What you're really saying is other people involved that's not getting in trouble.
It ain't one spat. It ain't.
She
one
like,
spat,
why
mama.
my son? Only?
Why mine? Why my son?
I love a mother's love.
Cause he ain't the only motherfucker doing this shit. You know what I mean?
If you gonna get all of them,
get all them motherfuckers. You know, and that's probably where she at. But she's calling them lynchers because y'all dragging just my son. You dragging this motherfucker through the mud, and we ain't even. And he's confessed that he's going to rehab. That he's going to rehab.
Oh.
Sorry, I laughed. That he's going to rehab to better himself. He hasn't made it yet, but he's gonna go. He's gonna go. He's gonna go, and he's going to better himself when he's given the opportunity to do so. Right now, he's indicted and he can't go.
Well, I think he's taking the Steve Harvey approach. He ain't through with me yet, or as Steve Harvey would say, yet.
Yes. I can't stand him. Okay. Now also his boys was at the house when he got raided. But baby, ever since his daddy been indicted, them goddamn boys have been outside. Like out Christian. They call Christian coming out the club, y'all. What's his name walking too fast? What's his name? Justin walking too damn fast. So they call Christian ass. Christian, he got out there licking his lips, smiling.
Shit, got that daddy money.
So they So they asked him, "Hey, yo, Christian, how's your dad?" And he good. He good. And he's like, okay. He's eating. This is what I don't know why they asked. And he was like, what's he eating?
Now if I slapped the shit out your ass.
And Christian just got in the car like, nigga, get the fuck. He's like, what is he eating? Nigga, we know he ain't no 5-star meal. So what you mean what he eating? The hell? Get out of here.
Right.
And I'm more so like mad because like I'm over here watching the video. Think you finna ask some real shit. You done ask what he eating. What? So, but I mean, he's still facing, of course, sex trafficking. I mean, no, he's still facing charges of
Let's see.
It's not sex trafficking. It's with his charges. I think it was.
It's a full blown RICO. It is a RICO, and it is I believe.
Is it full blown though?
It's a full blown RICO. Yeah.
But I thought RICOs is when it's like
Organized
crime.
Right.
So that it
So
should
you
be other
saying
people
he
arrested.
done organized. You know
Who
what?
else? Yeah, who else?
It is a white man. He may be Italian, maybe Russian, maybe Greek, maybe something like that. But he's different. He's foreign. He just did an interview with, or no, he did an interview with. He was interrogated, but the interrogation made it to the show of James Weber. James Weber aired it on YouTube, and I watched the full film or the interview, and the man who they interviewed, he said. He was like talking Yugoslavian almost, and he was like, "I was a sex slave." It's like he admitted that he was a sex slave for Diddy, and he said they was like, "So what did you do?" He said, "I only had sex with Cassie 15 times."
Come on.
He was like, "It was only 15 times, but he would talk big business sometimes whenever he had to step out, and I would listen to it." But he said Diddy is something of a bigger realm that's called a barony, a barony or something like that. But he's actually something bigger around the world.
And that's why Mama Combs is like,
it's not this minute stuff that down
baby.
here, this Cassie. It's a different level of shit because it's bigger than what we can see.
Right.
And he also stated that while he had sex with Cassie, he would jack off. But Cassie also put that in her form of complaint too, that he made me have sexual acts with men while he masturbated. And the man confirmed that that's what he did. And sometimes he'd step out the room ass naked, to go answer the phone
because
and
this
do
is his normal
business.
life. This is normal.
This is what he does.
Okay.
Keep fucking her. I'm not nutted yet, but I'll be back and I'll come back. When I come back, keep going. Okay. And so it's like. Did this really interested you? Like what? So I mean that's there with that in reference to the man saying that he did partake in those activities. But another attorney also did an interview with James Weber, and he stated that Diddy is facing some real live time and real charges because when the U.S. attorney in New York come for you, they have everything they need as far as firm, strong evidence. He said they will never pursue a case unless they have enough on you.
Damn.
He said, so he's definitely in some big shit. He definitely got to get, got to get shit together because it's not no playtime. You're caught in New York. You know what I'm saying?
And when is he going to trial?
That is unknown.
No, I think they said it.
I mean, for me, I don't know.
It's they got a couple of months, but
I'm sure they're gonna need more time to build more evidence.
Yeah,
but
they
have a lot to even come and get you. He said to even come and get you,
they know.
U.S. attorney in South District has to have. They will not move forward, and this is concrete. So all this, did he do it? They have enough to book a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have enough to approach you with this, to approach you with that.
And that explains why it's because they were talking about something about the appeals. Like, that is the court where you would do appeals. Like, he's already at that level.
Yep.
Damn.
That is the court. That is the court.
Okay.
And I haven't heard that he's done an appeal because he hasn't been booked. So, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, as for now, of course he's still standing on I'm innocent. Until y'all prove me guilty. But he has no bond.
Okay.
So he's there, respectfully so. Now since he's been there, I think 3 or 4 more people came out with things that he's done. But I feel like it's just gonna keep piling, like that Bill Cosby shit. Like it's just gonna keep piling up until either something happens to him or until so much media get wind of this shit that the U.S. they crack on, just like, no, we gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? They gotta react on it. But that's how I feel about it. But I mean, it is what it is. We still paying attention to it, but I mean, I feel like it is what it is.
Yeah, it's so much. It's just like, we're praying for Diddy and his people and anybody involved from whatever angle. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. Ooh, boy, oh boy.
Right. But I mean, I still like his kids. I
mean. Anyways. We're just gonna leave that on the table.
I mean,
I don't have a problem with anybody. Yeah, he got beautiful kids.
Yes.
I don't have I can't speak on it. Like, I can speak on the art. I like the art. I like the aesthetics of his family. I just have to leave it there, because whatever it is that he's a part of is a big co-conspiracy to something else for sure. Like, you can tell. So
yeah.
Woo, child. Okay. So we're moving on to our next segment, which is Because Why. Because Why is where we sit and talk about stupid shit that people do.
Like, why?
Or stuff that they experience. Like, why? Because why? So our first Because Why goes to, I can't say it goes to Dwayne Wade. It goes to whoever put that statue up. Because who made that statue?
Why did you make it? Somebody said that motherfucker was George Floyd. I said, get off the internet. Get the fuck off the internet, like, for real.
I see Lawrence Fishburne. They would call it.
Yes, I seen that one.
Because who is that guy?
Damn, boy, they gonna take it down because who got all that? Who got all that?
It's like, I don't know what disturbs me more, like, the fact that his mouth is wide open or that his face is so big, because his face is more oval.
It is a big face. I'm like, this gotta be Lawrence. They gotta have a pinch of Lawrence. That's Lawrence for real.
they wrong for that.
And he's over here taking up for it.
Yeah, and that's the second part of this. Because why are you taking up for this, Dwayne Wade? Why? He talking about what'd he say? I mean, it doesn't matter who it looks like. Like, do I need to come stand next to it? Yeah, actually, yes. Because we would have never known it was you, my guy. And
not even with the number on that house.
He was shocked when he saw that statue, and it's okay. You don't want to be disrespectful to people trying to honor you, but if y'all want to take that statue down in the middle of the night and put up one that looks like him, we're here for that too.
Yeah, that nigga statue is stuck in the Matrix.
Maybe they should paint the nails of the statue, and that will
we'll know.
And that will let us know it's all Dwayne.
Hey. So, what's our next segment? Oh, we have another Because Why. Speaking of the Diddy and the Fricos and all those RICO cases, why is the Abercrombie and Finch guy at home? Like, why was he able to post a $10 million bond?
The CEO.
He was arrested on sex trafficking charges of not women, but children.
Y'all kids.
So Diddy couldn't even put up 50 mil, but you were able to put up 10 mil and go home?
Because y'all both the risk, flight risk. Because you both got bans to go to fucking...
It's way more white people.
And God, hell. So we know you got bans to do that. So why we let you out, but we ain't letting Diddy out?
And so that is a because why. That's a hot because why. So we're gonna leave that cliffhanger there, and y'all let us know in the comments what's going on with that one, because that's crazy.
Right. So bringing us to our next segment is sports shenanigans, y'all. So I'll cover that today, and it's basically just stuff that's going on in sports with people that are athletes. So my first shenanigans is Angel Reese. We love Angel. We love her. That's our girl. Okay, so Angel Reese, y'all, she made the claim that she did make enough to pay all of her bills. And it's like, hold on, bitch, you bad.
Give my girl some more money.
Bills. Pay them bills, y'all. Her salary, $73,439 in for the year.
And she's
so I feel like, which that's a whole different type of topic,
right? We don't want to go too deep,
but I feel like the pay is a problem in the WNBA
as a whole, exactly.
As a whole. But since she's made that comment, she recently signed with Reebok as an endorsement, and now she advises the public that she can now afford her bills and some.
I know that's right, girl.
With the endorsement, but I mean, where I'm at is up the pay for WNBA.
And that's, we've always known that the WNBA girls and ladies do not get paid a lot of money, but we thinking at least $100K.
At the very least. I mean, but I do know that it's looked at differently. Then, you know what I'm saying?
But now that they're them type of girls in the game, these seats about to be filled, baby.
Yeah, and we got them girls. We got them girls. We got them Flajays. We got them Clayton and Clarks. We got them Angel Reese's. We got people coming from, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna get those seats
from them colleges, like making us want to see y'all when y'all get to the big leagues.
So she needs some money from the WNBA plus her endorsement.
She does.
I think that's fair,
and she deserves it.
I definitely think she deserves that. So for sure.
All right. So my other topic was,
if I might touch on that right quick before y'all jump up off of that.
Yeah.
We have been stating that the reason why the WNBA doesn't get watched as much as the NBA ain't no dunks. Lower the goal. Lower the rim.
That's true. I've heard that they don't do no tricks.
That's true.
They don't do no
true.
tricks. Like, I'm like, okay, they just play.
Like basketball is encompassed of a bunch of different tools, a bunch of different skills. If you show up lacking any of those skills, we don't want to watch. Nobody wanted to watch Steve Kerr take layups all day.
Yeah.
But Jordan was coming through slamming off the backboard. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to watch Steph Curry shoot layups all day long. Mm-hmm. So he had to up his game with the 3-point shooting.
Yeah. Okay. Right? So we need some action.
LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, they all had one factor that ain't nobody been able to put together. And that's that trifecta. Them boys got all three. They're gonna slam you off the backboard. They're gonna shoot you from the arch, and they're gonna smoothly roll you up like a booger out of somebody's nose.
That's fair.
So if you lower the goal, you give these women some of the opportunity to show some of their athleticism in the same way that the men get the opportunity to. Then it becomes a situation of who did it better.
Right.
Now, we all know that based upon these last court trials that we had over the last year, that men aren't the same as women.
Right.
We had Riley Gaines get her stuff taken away by Leah Thomas by way of swimming in the NCAA. Okay,
not cool.
Right. That lit a fire underneath the ass of every senator, every House of Representative, and they fought tooth and nail to get that right. Mm-hmm. Right. And I believe where we stand so far is that we don't want our women competing with men. Right. But if we want our women to have the same opportunity to be as entertaining as men, then we need to give them the set that they can use to their advantage.
Yeah.
And it's not a matter of us looking down upon you. It's not a matter of us looking, just, take some advice. You know what I'm saying? Let us help you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm with that.
That's how, because it's still essentially equal, because you doing what's good for men, women are doing what's good for women, and like you said, able to showcase their skills. So that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. So moving on to LeBron and Bronny. Okay, y'all. So as we know, we love the fact that LeBron was able to keep his body young enough to have the ability to play next to his son. He spends millions of dollars on his body for training as well, which I think is smart.
Yeah.
Keep your body up, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what helps you go, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is what you use every day for your work, you know? So, touching with that, okay, he is young. Bronny is young. He only did 1 year in college. He's very young.
So they got him straight in the league to make sure he played with his dad, which is cool.
Right. Daddy didn't go to college.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So Bronny did 1 year. Now, people have some different opinions about him being here. Not so much as him being playing along next to his dad, but just him being here in the NBA. So one of the greats, of course, Charles Barkley, he feels that Bronny should be in the G League because he's not ready. And it would take the pressure off of him right now.
I agree with what Unc is trying to say with the shade. With the shade, though. I understand what he's trying to say.
I do.
I've never. Bronny hasn't been a standout amongst the other players
He's
in
so
college.
young, though. I feel like you need to get
but
a
he
little
still
bit
needs
more
the
college.
time.
Yeah,
But for the sake of playing with my dad,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That was a good
Daddy
sacrifice.
may not have him a couple more years.
Exactly.
So I got to get here now. But now I may be here too early.
And that what that means is he's gonna have to do the same thing his dad did, which is keep your body healthy, stay strong, and you might not be a pop out in the next year or two, but maybe in the next 3 to 5 years.
Because he didn't play much, and so Shaq was like, I would have loved to see him play more, but yeah, good job, good win, y'all, good win, because they just won against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So he was like, yeah, good win, but I would have loved to see him play more. But being that he's young, he already hurt his damn self. He tore some shit. So I mean, the fact that he hurt himself and he's trying to recover from that, let's not damage him too early, too fast. You know what I'm saying? So let's take your time and, window your way through the league. You stand next to the greats. You're on a great team, Lakers.
Yeah.
You're playing along one of the best players we have to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before we go to the next subject, do you think he's better than Jordan?
LeBron?
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to say, and because when I look at Jordan, I just look at him, his brand overall, like him.
Don't look at the brand.
I can't say Jordan is an all time for me just because I was a kid when he was playing. Versus like the effect it had on me as a child is different from the effect that LeBron has on me. Like
I think LeBron
and I'm not
is
a big
better
fan
player.
of LeBron.
I'm
a big fan of him as a person. I'm not a big fan of him as a player.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of him as a player. I think he's a better player than Michael Jordan. But I love Jordan. Don't get me wrong. I love the brand. Who doesn't?
Right.
High-ass brand. You know what I'm saying? I love him as a player and as a person. As a person, when he did interviews, it was like, damn.
Yeah, he's very cocky.
You kind of mean a little bit.
Yeah.
Nigga, stop drinking, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he drinks a lot, and he's kind of like he angry about something a lot. Like
he has a lot to be angry about.
Okay. But I mean, like he like he just be coming off like that. But I mean, I love both of them. But if we're talking about the player, just the player in the game, the player of the game, not the brand, the player of the game, I think LeBron gives us way more than Jordan did. Because, I mean, LeBron can do a lot more, for one. He a big-ass nigga.
He is.
And for you to be moving like that motherfucking big, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
And then he plays against talent.
I was just about to say his consistency.
Talent.
A1.
Jordan,
top
you
tier.
had...
He had some great. He played against the greats. The greats.
You did. Karl Malone's. You had some...
Magic, Scottie Pippen.
That was
Charles
his
Barkley
person. Yeah.
Like,
he played against some people, but I don't think the people he played against is near as talented as the people that they're playing against now, because this is a different type of talent.
They're going to be calling you.
No, I'm not gonna say they're not talented. No, I'm not saying they're not talented. I'm saying it's a different type of talent.
I'm saying
why
no
we're saying
Garnett.
right now, this is young talent.
Yeah, Kevin.
No Kevin Garnett.
Like,
no
this is
John Stockton. No Gary Payton.
They're good. I'm not taking away from that.
You saying it's a new school.
It's exactly. It's a different type of talent that we see with LeBron and this generation. Yeah, of course those are legends. We can't take nothing away from Larry Bird. We can't take nothing away from Isaiah. We can't take nothing away from them. We can't. We won't. But me, in my opinion,
Okay.
I think the player of the game makes a difference.
Okay.
Period.
Man,
All right.
I feel you, kinda, but there's an old saying that goes, "There's nothing new under the sun," right? And I
is-
think that what changes is your perspective, not what's actually done. Because if you go back and you look at some of these games, you watch some of these old games, they're playing the same basketball. As a matter of fact, back in the day, it was much more rough. It was much rougher. You go out there and come back beat up, messed up, toe up, you know what I'm saying? And nobody got suspended. Nobody got, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no hand checks, wasn't no hand check rule. There was no, you know what I'm saying? There was elbows, hand checks,
Yeah,
body
different
checks.
day.
All
A
that stuff was
completely
legal
different
back
day.
then. You know, so it was much more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because we hadn't seen the injuries that changed the rules. So I would say back in the day, and I feel the same way with football too. The rule changes are because somebody was exploiting them and made that need to be a rule because, hey, everybody ain't got that type of ability. I mean, we watched people try to do what Michael Irvin was doing. They can't do it. Can't do it. We watched people try to do what Jordan was doing. They can't do it. They just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watch people try to do what
LeBron can do what
Draymond
Jordan
Green-
was doing.
Can LeBron do what Draymond Green does?
Draymond Green, I'm not sure, but speaking on the
Draymond
Jordan
Green,
one,
Draymond
yes,
Green
he
is
can
gonna
do
beat
what
your
Jordan.
behind. Draymond Green was like,
and slap the shit out of you.
Right, Draymond Green-
Go slap-
Now, I mean, that's different. He might not, but
So,
referring to who I was referring
hold
to,
on.
Jordan, he may. Yes, I've seen that.
hey, and then on top of that, you have players out there like Dennis Rodman. You cannot forget about Dennis Rodman.
And
You know what I'm saying?
we're not
Like-
going to forget about none of those legends in which I stated.
So,
We're not.
hey, Dennis Rodman was the original bad boy. All right, Dennis Rodman is the nigga that Draymond Green bit his style from. Okay,
But
He was
we're
the-
not even talking about Draymond or Dennis Rodman. I was just speaking about relation to, because people talk, whenever people speak about LeBron, they always compare LeBron to Jordan. It's never nobody else LeBron is compared to.
Oh, so you just wanted to settle it.
No-
Okay,
I
She
wanted
said-
to give my
she said
opinion
Jordan. I mean-
on that because it's always a topic, and I'm like, and I was one who was like, why? Like, I would always ask my dude, like, why do you like LeBron so damn much? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
damn,
you
but
had to see.
you know what I'm saying? So I had to see for myself, and was like, there's a reason.
Okay.
This, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's good. He's not
good.
like, he's good.
He's a
The
sore
only-
loser. That's why I said I don't like him as a player.
He
But
has
he's
only
studied
other
excellent.
person-
He studied the art of the game.
Facts.
The only other person who's even close to that conversation, and I would actually put him above LeBron just by way of number of championships, unfortunately passed away.
Kobe.
And we talking about Kobe Bryant.
Oh, Kobe, big facts. Kobe,
And he idolized Kobe.
the Mamba mentality.
He-
that
he
that's
looked
why
up
we're
to
not even
Kobe.
touching on Kobe. I think Kobe's better than Jordan too.
I agree.
I think Kobe's
Oh,
better than
I
that's
Jordan.
agree.
good. That's
I
cute.
think-
Okay,
I
that
think-
ain't the subject. We off
All
that
right,
shit.
yeah, we okay.
So moving right along. Pull me the fuck up.
Pull up.
Pull
We coming to
up.
the end of this segment, so we gotta drink one. So, where's your drink?
Pull yourself up, Charles.
Yeah,
Shit.
see a drink, see a shot, take a shot.
Aye.
What are we drinking? Some.
So we are
margaritas?
drinking big sips.
It
Y'all, they got Espolon behind the table. They chose to drink that.
says 16%
Big
alcohol.
Spider-Man, baby.
Yeah, shout out to our stylist.
Okay, y'all. Oh, shit. That's what I give. Yeah, we already one shot down and shit.
Yeah, we got to pull up for this next segment.
Okay.
Okay, cheers,
I was
girl.
open drink without your hair.
Okay, well, let's talk. Now,
Let's
this,
sip first, please.
let's sip. Real classy, like.
Oh, shit. This is strong. I wasn't expecting that strong, but it's good.
It's good. It's not. Yeah,
You all right?
I'm okay.
Okay.
So, I'm going to take another sip because, baby,
Yeah.
this segment
I
is
want y'all to know
us.
the AMSR is on point.
Okay.
Got the full sip of the the slurp
sip.
and everything. Yeah, the full power of the sip was heard.
I'm laughing inside. Okay.
Sorry.
So Pull Me Up is our rendition of spilling tea. So instead of us spilling tea, we gonna sip, and we just gonna ask you guys and everybody else in the world, like, what's going on with this? So, baby, what's going on with Ari and Carisha?
That tea time.
Baby, they've been sharing a few love taps, and by love taps, I'm talking pussy taps. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Y'all fucking away. Is y'all fucking away?
Y'all fucking?
Because, baby, Ari is not outside with Bag.
She hasn't been.
She is not outside with Bag, and Bag ain't outside with her. So that cat is needing to be aired the fuck out.
It's
and, and it ain't getting snatched by Bag. So Carisha in the club kissing that pussy. She know how doing
tapping
everything, y'all. They did the splits. She know how tapping that cat.
They tapped each other's cats.
They did. They cat tapped.
And they kissed online. And we just want to know.
But we really don't. I mean, we ain't gonna judge her.
We're not judging. We just want to know what, y'all over there, tapping
Ari
something
ain't
else.
going nowhere. Ari's not going nowhere. As a matter of fact, we already know what Carisha's game is by way of Diddy. She's a recruiter. So she went to go get that cat and bring it back.
Well, Ari got a new podcast on Revolt. Speaking of which.
Oh, she does?
It's coming out in 2025.
Girl, shut up. That pussy must have been good.
Carisha said, bitch.
I'm going to get you on. Girl, yeah. It had to be good. It had to.
Okay, so... And then just speaking of sexuality, Megan kind of talked about the fact that she's asexual. And I'm not really sure what that means, but apparently it's just kind of like, I like what I like when I like it.
Period.
Like, whatever turns me on, like, I'm going to get that. And I was like...
But y'all know she's also being sued right now by a photographer who said she locked him in the car while it was moving and made him stay in the car while she fucked a foreign girl.
I did hear about that.
And right now, she just got that moved from California to New York because that's where where he filed for the thing at New York and California. So she just got it moved. So she did win that. So congratulations to that. But she got it moved to New York for basically her lawyer said it's a money grab.
I can see that.
It's a money grab.
And if y'all ain't learned nothing from our podcast today, don't do crimes in California. And I'll just leave that there.
How about don't do crimes, period?
Okay, don't do crimes, period, but stop
Let's not do
committing
crime
them.
at all.
Thank you for that. But it's like, woo, that's something. And then last but not least on our Pull Me Up, this is a big one. Oh, we really already talked about this, though.
What's that?
The guy from Abercrombie and Finch.
We did.
We asked why,
Yeah.
but piping hot tea, you guys. That's all we have for today on that.
Okay, so I don't think I got nothing else on Pull Me Up either. So, okay. Now, this segment of the show is where we congratulate others for their accomplishments and accolades in the city, in the state, in the community, and society. So, for us, our congratulations on this episode would be simply to us for coming out, facing fears, beginning a new project together.
Yeah.
We're best friends, and like it's like we're starting a whole new journey together. Although we've been rocking for a long time, but I mean now it's like we're taking shit to a different level professionally, and I think it's going to also bring our families closer, and we're just going to have, I guess, more fun and enjoy ourselves. But I think I wanted to say congratulations to. Let's talk.
Congratulations, girl.
Let's test.
Toast to that.
Okay.
Toast. Thanks,
Oh,
Charles.
yeah, Charles. Yeah, okay.
Y'all can't see me, but I'm over here drinking too.
Okay, so not to just toot our own horns and shit, 'cause we gonna toot a bitch horn. We gonna do that. Okay, we gonna do that. But we gonna toot one of our own.
Hey.
One of our own. Chicken. AKA Sharita Metcalf on securing the IBF title, y'all. Dallas native.
Is a world champion, baby.
The world champion. Congratulations to you, sister. Big ups. That was a big accomplishment. You are inspiring. That is something that other little girls are looking at. Other I guess shit, older girls as well. I mean, it's inspiring to even face your fears and go out there and fight. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when they was giving her a hard time. She did that.
Literally, because she's very, she's slim.
Right.
But
that's
they
her
also,
name.
right, but she did it. She stood on business, and she always going to represent the D.
Yeah.
And so congratulations to you, Metcalf. We hope that you continue to do more and more in the fighting community, and we support you always and forever, bitch. Whoop, whoop. All right. Last but not least is going to be our thank yous, y'all. This segment is basically real quick. We just thank the people who made this possible. So first and foremost, Bodyguard TV. We are extremely thankful for you, for giving us the opportunity to use your platform to build our platform. So we wanted to just say thank you so much for that.
Thanks.
And we hope that we have, we will have more business in the future. But again, thank you so much for allowing us to use your platform. Thank you to the listeners, the viewers, and the supporters who are tuned in, who are going to continue to tune in, who helped us even get to this point where we're at now. Those who are looking to be more active with the podcast, thank you for even having interest. Just thank you for supporting the show. And we hope to keep you interested all the way through.
Whoop, whoop. So on the count of 3, we're going to say our name.
What?
We're going to close out with...
We're just going to close out with y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Let's Talk podcast show. I'm your girl, Kamikaze.
And I'm your girl, Phoenix Marie, and we're out.
Until next time, let's talk.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Oh, my God. I feel like I was getting so sweaty.